outstanding job. Anytime you do something of that nature, truly spectacular. So congratulations to Walter Grant and his team. Secondly, I want to, I think it was a great crowd out there. I know that our crowd was a little bit down from what it usually is, but with the ice in Detroit and the road conditions and everything coming out of town, I appreciate everybody staying. Being a part of Senior Day was a special day. As far as how we played, you know, I thought it was important we tried to put together a complete game, and really, you know, if we don't fumble going in and we don't fumble on the one, probably it's as complete a game as we've had. Very few penalties, enforced penalties, very few, and you know, really only punted the last series and then that one other series right before the half inning. But defense played very well, 4-14 on third down. Less than 100 yards rushing. I thought we contained the quarterback, who's got the ability to run the football a little bit, scramble around, took Crew out of the game. Great job by our defense. The offense was outstanding. Big game by Lippett again, which I believe it's his 14th. I'm not positive, but I think it's his 14th straight game. It's a 100-yard game versus Big Ten team. So big game by Lippett. Lippett played both offense and defense, and was supposed to start, but for whatever reason, he didn't find his way to the field as a starter. Got a little confused there, I guess. But I thought he played very well at corner and obviously very well at the wide receiver position as well. So big game by Langford, big runs, and you know, just an outstanding job again by our senior class. So we go with 40 wins now, and 2 more wins ties the all-time record for a class, and that's 51 wins in 5 years. So for our football team. So just a great job by everybody when it came focused. So I'll take some questions.
The impression of people outside the program is they see the grumpy face, they think you're very stoic, but you are a very emotional guy. What does Senior Day mean to Mark Dantonio?
Well, you know, it's the last time at Spartan Stadium, and it's chapter 1 for me. Chapter 1 is last game at Spartan Stadium. It means the end is near. For a lot of guys, and we've had a lot of different things go on in their lives. You know, we've seen guys come in at 18 years old and go from a redshirt freshman, which a lot of our guys here were redshirted, all but Tawan Jones, who redshirted in their first year, to, you know, so disappointment, you know, struggle, sacrifice, determination, celebrations, you know, starting, doing all the different things. But you go through all the different, if you have guys with you for 5 years, I think you could probably hit every element of human development. So we see our guys leave at 5 years later with their degrees in hand. A lot of our guys are graduated or graduating in January, almost all of them. And, you know, they're walking out as men. So, yeah, it's emotional. That's chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be next week, and chapter 3 will be the bowl game. So there's three different times where you sort of experience, you have to step back and say, well, it's the last time we're going to be doing this. And it gets a little bit emotional because you're very attached to guys like Travis Jackson, Tony Lippett, and Jeremy Langford. And I can just name them all. You get very attached to them and their families. So it's great to have their families here today and be a part of it today.
Mark, on Tony, he said that you came up to him on Tuesday and said you were playing some corner. So is the idea help for the D, maybe giving him something else to sell down the road as well, or just sort of tribute to him?
I think, no, it's not a tribute. You got to earn your way into that. So we're not just playing him to play him. I first of all think that he helps. He's got great ball skills. He's a big, tall guy. He's got length on him, and he can play bigger receivers. He's started for us at corner before. I think it does add to his staff, his draft status or whatever it is. Gives people an opportunity to look at him in that area as well. But he's a very good football player. He can start for us on either side of the ball, and I've always maintained that it's possible to do that. It just makes it, you know, when I say to a guy, hey, you got a chance to come here and play both ways, I mean that. So he's a guy that we've said that about. We're going to do that a little bit, and I think that based on, quite frankly, everybody's playing, we just needed to do that. So it's not a tribute to him. I felt like we could do that this game. We'll probably do it next game as well and see how it works out.